Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a Q&A. Woo! Love these Q&A type videos. I always want them to be like personal and juicy. I try and answer makeup related questions as much as I can on like my Instagram when you guys kind of comment and ask them. And on here I just want to do more kind of like deep and personal questions, interesting questions, dirty questions, that kind of thing, so you guys can get to know me a bit more and just kind of see more of my personality. So instead of Twitter this time or Snapchat or something, I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, make sure you do that now. I love Instagram stories, love Instagram in general, so make sure to go and follow me on there to kind of see more makeup pics and stuff that I don't always post here on my YouTube channel. So I'm literally going to go through the questions, quick fire as many as I can. I literally asked you guys an hour ago to comment and there's 200 comments plus already, so I'm going to literally whiz through these as quick as I can. So the first question's from Liv, and let's just get things started. She says, what's your middle name? My middle name is Elizabeth. Cameron Thomas says, the weirdest place you had sex? Best friend's bedroom floor? Hannah Makeup says, most recent picture in your camera roll. Well, I just took a few like selfies of this makeup and they're no fun, but the one before that is this kind of like meme picture of Rihanna. Sorry, it really made me laugh. Chloe Hemmingsley says, weirdest thing a guy has ever said to you. Funny that you say that. I was going through my Instagram DMs earlier and like I have some weird DMs from like really old men and probably just someone offering me £20,000 to go just for dinner. I guess that's kind of weird. I can't think of anything else that's weird. I'm sure on nights out people have said like weird things to me and I can't really remember. I think I had like a really weird chat up line once and I was sat down kind of outside of a nightclub and this guy came up to me and said, oh my god, nice boots. And I was like, oh thanks, I got them from blah blah blah. And he goes, no, sorry, I meant nice boobs. And you know, and it's just like... Really? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this. Beth J. Sinclair said, best and worst traits about yourself. That's a good question. I feel like my best trait might be... I don't feel like I'm very argumentative. I would rather not argue and I'm quite understanding. I feel like I can see sides of a story and would rather just like not argue about it. My worst trait, I do think I'm right a lot of the time, or like my way is like the best way kind of thing, or which can probably be very annoying. I'm always on my phone, again, very annoying. I'm quite a good liar as well. I feel like my friends might be like, no you're not, but I am. Like, I am, which is not a good quality to have. Oh my god, the same girl says, do you get hangover anxiety, as in fear of what you've done the night before? Oh my god, is that a thing? Because yes, half the time that I get really drunk, I can't remember a thing. Anything I've said, what I've done, and it's actually terrifying, which is why one of my New Year's resolutions is to like not really drink during the week and like really kind of reduce the amount of alcohol I am drinking, because I feel like it might be affecting my brain. Megan_Lily Jane says, what's the worst thing you've done drunk? Details please. I think the worst thing I've done when I'm drunk, kind of in terms of maybe like embarrassment, I was once going out with the girls that I used to work with and I drank like a quarter of a bottle of Ciroc, and a Ciroc bottle's like big, so imagine that's like that much vodka, and I'd filled the rest up with lemonade and it was a mango flavour, so it's actually really, really drinkable. I drank like that up on the train journey to London, because we were going, sorry my hair's really annoying me, we were going out in London, and literally by the time I'd got there I was absolutely wasted. Like, we were queuing for the club and I remember I couldn't even walk, I could barely even stand. I'm surprised they even let me in. I think it's because we had a table, but before we got shown to our table and we were sat down on these like benches waiting, I had to grab one of those like fancy white cups that they have in all those London clubs, was sit in it and just basically said like, oh my god, I have to go. Bear in mind, this is like 11 PM, like we haven't even sat at the table yet. We've come all the way to London. I've just been sick in a cup in front of everyone, and I got an Uber the whole way home. And I don't live in London. I live an hour and a half out of London, and I got an Uber the whole way home. I think that's probably been like the worst thing I've done, because that's expensive. Reese Tilly says, have you ever done something bad and blamed it on someone else, or what's the biggest lie that you've told? Yeah, I've done something bad and blamed it on someone else. And biggest lie I've ever told, probably saying I didn't sleep with someone when I did because I knew it was going to be an issue for someone else. That was a long time ago, by the way. K19 or KL9 says, tell us your complicated relationship. Explain it, Rachel. I've actually seen a few comments on this. I've seen a few comments on this and a few comments on, actually I said a lot. I've seen a lot of comments on this and a lot of like drunk story comments. So, wow, I can see what you guys are really interested in. It's complicated because I'm just so unsure of what I want that I just keep going around in circles, and it's not good for me, it's not good for them, but it's not complicated anymore. We've come to like an agreement type thing. So yeah, single. If anyone's got any tall, dark and handsome friends, let me know. Grace_kiss says, have you ever suffered from anxiety? And if so, what's your advice? Now, my friend said to me the other day that they feel that like everyone suffers from anxiety at times. And I actually really agree with that. I'm not diagnosed with anxiety. I don't get it really bad, but I get super anxious about certain things. So I guess that's a form of anxiety. But I get anxious about like weird things. Like I can't face a lot of things, and the thought of doing things like socially and stuff makes me really anxious. So I don't know, I guess that's kind of like a form of anxiety, but I don't get it awfully, and I'm definitely not diagnosed with it. What's your advice? I feel like because I don't have it, I can't really give advice, but maybe just take yourself out of the situation, deep breaths, do something that relaxes you, that kind of thing. I literally like, I'm not the person to ask that kind of thing, but I just thought I would mention about I feel like everyone has a form of anxiety in some ways, because I feel like that's true. Do you not think? Sony123 says, have you ever been on a really embarrassing date? I've not really like been on a date. That's another like New Year's resolution, like a mental one in my head, is that I want to go on more like dates. I take things just like too seriously, I think, and I feel like dates have to like mean something and all of this kind of stuff, and I feel like they don't. People just go on random dates all the time and it's like nothing, and I feel like it just makes you more confident as a person and puts yourself out there a bit more and open to the idea of relationships and what you're after. So I haven't really been on an embarrassing date because I've not really been on a proper date. So yeah. Mariana Dietrich says, weirdest sexual experience. Love you too. Weirdest sexual experience, probably when I went on a like a girls' holiday, and there was like a competition. Like we went to like one of those beach parties that you go on like with your reps and all that kind of stuff, and there was like a competition, and I was quite drunk, and I just got up onto the stage and like partook in the competition, and there were loads of rounds and stuff, and like one of them, like literally this is on a stage in front of like hundreds and hundreds of people. I don't know why. I think my friends like pushed me up onto there, I don't know, but yeah, we had to get up onto the stage and do all these crazy things, and like one of them was like a sex positions one of them was like, I don't know, basically just like dancing on these people. But I really love to dance. I don't know, I love dancing, so I had like a great time, but it was weirdly sexually weird. I don't know, I was just in front of like so many people and just, yeah, let loose. VLK27 says, what's your favorite alcoholic drink and non-alcoholic drink? Favorite alcoholic drink is probably a porn star martini, or just like a glass of wine like rosé or pinot, one of them. And non-alcoholic drink, probably a mango iced tea. Abby Mid said, weird I know, but have you ever weed yourself in a public place? Hell yeah. Do you think I've got time to go to the toilet if I'm flying around outside a club in my heels? No, I'm going behind a car. Caroline Wilkie says, for my personal question, what's your favourite sexual position? Yeah, I went there, lol, love you, Rach. I said I wanted juicy and personal questions, so I don't really know what I thought you guys were gonna ask. My favourite sexual position is where you cross your legs and tell them to put on friends. Underscore little black rain cloud says, do you have any embarrassing period related stories? Oh my god, yeah, I do. Like my period's like so bad. It's like, well, it used to be like so bad and so heavy. I've had so many like times where I've like leaked everywhere, or yeah, just like leaked everywhere in clothes and stuff. It actually got to the point where I used to, when I was on my period, I'd have to carry around like a spare pair of pants with me, like just in case. Like it was always that bad. But I think the worst, most embarrassing experience I've had is when you're not sleeping in your bed, and like I think I slept over at my friend's house, like we just had a sleepover, and I woke up and I'd like perioded in her bed. But obviously girls understand, she was a really good friend, so she was obviously like, oh my god, it's okay. But obviously I was completely mortified. Is it Rumana Begum _062? Really sorry if I've got that wrong. What do you look for in guys? When do you want to get married? And how many kids do you want? Love you lots. Love you too. What do I look for in guys? Someone who's funny, can make me laugh, really caring, understanding. I obviously have to be attracted to them. So for me, that kind of means ideally, like my type is like tall, kind of muscular, dark and handsome. I like facial hair. I kind of like tattoos. They have to be smart, to be able to have like an intellectual conversation with them. Ideally a little bit older than me as well. I feel like that's what I look for. Well, that's what now I'm looking for, kind of thing. When do you want to get married? I think if I want to get married late 20s, maybe. So I can start having kids around that sort of time too. I'm not even sure that I even want kids. I'm literally not maternal at all, but I feel like that's because I've never had a long-term relationship with someone to be like, oh my god, okay, you know what, I want you to like have my kids. I mean, I actually, more recently I've been a little bit maternal. I feel like it's just, women are meant to have kids, you know, like I feel like I am meant to do that, but I wouldn't be the end of the world if like I was someone's like fun aunt type thing. But ideally, if I did have kids, I would probably have like 2, maybe? I'm not sure. Emma Tanner says, what's the highest body count a guy could have before you were put off by them? I don't know. I mean, that's not really something I've thought about or like asked. I mean, you know, you're always going to be a little bit curious, but I've never really like asked. Probably over, at my age of 21, over like 50. I think that's like, that just shows you're not serious and just a bit of a user and abuser. Amy Lynn 224 says, have you ever had lip injections? If no, why not? No, I've never had lip injections before. My lips are kind of naturally quite big as they are, but I have actually been thinking about it just because it's really annoying. I have this like dip in my lip that I always like obviously fill in with a pencil, and I always in my pictures like kind of like push my lips out for them to look a little bit fuller. So in my head I just kind of think, well, why don't I just get like the smallest amount you can get to like give myself the natural like fullness that I pretend that I've got, and then sort out the unevenness. Like, I'm not sure, but then the thought of like needles and stuff makes me cringe, and it would be me that it goes wrong for. Like, I just know it would be. So I don't know, I'm still like debating whether or not I would. My mum would probably kill me. Jessica Hillier X says, body count. Girl, what a personal question. I'll let you guys like guess for a little second, like have a think, but probably less than you think, and it's actually single figures. So yeah, I'm gonna finish on this one. Solo92 says, how did you and Amy come to meet Theo and Alex? I've always wanted to know. I didn't realise people realised that we knew them. Obviously, Amy's going out with Alex, or like seeing Alex, whatever, so that's obvious. That's kind of how I met them anyway, through Amy's makeup box. So that was my personal, juicy, hopefully kind of satisfied your inner curiosity Q&A video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love for you to join the fam. As promised, it's time to do my post notification shout out. Basically, I'm going to be shouting out you guys that have my notifications on, and you let me know by commenting on my videos as soon as they go live. So if you've got my notifications turned on, or you came here via my notifications because you hit that bell button, then let me know in the comments down below for future shout outs. And this week's post notification shout out goes to Natalie Hall. She says, I've had your notifications on since your first ever video. Love you so much, slaying always. I now know 2018 is going to be your year. Love you. Thank you so much, Natalie. I love you too. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.